All right. Hello, welcome to yoga. Today we are going to be looking at hip openers and a little bit of sneaky core. Okay, let's get started. We are going to start we're going to bring the feet together, but we're just going to sit back with the knees slightly parted, if that is comfortable for you. If that puts pressure through your ankles and you don't like it, then find a comfortable seated position because you're going to be here for a few breaths. If you're happy to be here, then perfect. Okay, so we are sitting up nice and tall. Really imagine that cord through the crown of the head is lifting you up towards the ceiling. Lightly engage through the core. And then from here, we're just going to roll the shoulders up towards the ears and then place them all the way back down. Just going to do this a few times because probably if you're doing this towards the end of your day, your shoulders might just be up here. And we kind of want to encourage a little bit of space between ears and shoulders. Okay, and then take it in the other direction. So squeeze those shoulders together, then bring the shoulders over. Just finding that movement. Feels quite freeing. Okay, and then when you're ready, just rest with the hands on the thighs, or if you like to breathe into your hands, take a hand to the tummy, hand to the chest. It's entirely up to you. If you'd like to close your eyes, then now is a good time to do that. And I want you just to dip your chin ever so slightly towards the chest, just to lengthen through the neck. And we're going to take some even breathing. And if my pattern doesn't match yours, then do your own. So here we go. Let's take an inhale, the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Using this moment just to set your intention for today's practice, or just taking a moment for calm, for quiet, for clarity, just sitting with the breath. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to take the hands down, just move the feet out in front of you. Allow the feet to be free all the way away, and then just, I want to say bop the knees. That's not right. Bounce the knees, just to get a little bit of life back into those legs, and then just take some circles with the ankles in one direction, and then take it back in the other direction. Lovely. Okay, we're going to keep the right leg extended. We're going to take that left sole of the foot in towards that right leg. If you've got a strap, now's a good time to grab hold of it. We're going to take the right toes up towards the ceiling. We're going to take hold of that strap and just hook the foot. We want to focus in on that left knee, really anchoring down to open through that left hip. Meanwhile, we're going to bring the elbows of the with the strap in towards the body, bringing that the elbows in. We should allow the shoulders back down and opening through the chest. Keep pushing through that right heel. We're going to take the torso over the top of that right leg, move the belly out of the way and start to fold over that right leg. What we want to do is keep a nice long spine. So really thinking about sitting up straight and moving that belly so that you can move from the hips. Keep anchoring down through that left knee and then keep pushing through that right foot. It doesn't matter how low down you go. What we want to do is keep that length in the spine. Use your breath as you take that inhale to lengthen one more time, and as you exhale, bring the chin towards the big toe. Sorry if you can hear the puppy barking. She's got to learn to be away. She's making quite a bit of noise. I don't know if you can hear it. Take that inhale, and then as you exhale, chin towards the big toe, keeping those shoulders away from the ears. Keep thinking about that nice long spine. And then when you're ready, you can drop the strap and just take that that fold that you're probably desperate to do. You can bring the chin or the nose down towards the knees. Allow the spine to round. Find a comfortable place just to rest and take a couple of breaths here. Every time you inhale, see if you can just lift a little bit. And then as you exhale, lower a little bit. Okay, and then slowly stacking each vertebrae. Take your time here to unwind. Coming all the way back up. Going to take the left hand behind us. Reach that right arm towards the right foot. Stretch it all the way round. And then start to squeeze the glutes. And then lift through the hips. Allow that right hand to come back to wherever is comfortable. Squeeze the glutes, lift the hips, push down the pinky edge side of that right foot. Allow the head to drop back with control and open through the throat. Keep breathing here. And then sinking the bottom down, come all the way back down, and then we're going to switch legs. Left leg is going to come away from you. Right foot comes into the inner left thigh. I'm going to hook the foot, draw those elbows in towards the body, sit up nice and tall, chest is open. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, begin to fold from the hips, move the belly out of the way. Take an inhale, lift and lengthen again, and then as you exhale, fold a little bit more. Keep pushing through that left heel. Meanwhile, that right knee is anchoring down. Find that openness through the right side. Use your breath to help you here. I really like that feeling of an inhale, just lifting a little bit, finding, removing the intensity. And then as you exhale, just taking maybe a little bit of a deeper fold than where you were to begin with. And then when you're ready, you can drop the strap and then take the fold to wherever feels good. Maybe bringing the knee down to, no, not knee down, towards the nose, the other way around. Nose down towards the knee. That's the one. Turns out naming body parts is hard today. Can't wait till we get onto left and rights. Okay. Slowly beginning to just stack the vertebrae as you come up, nice and carefully, no rush. Right hand comes behind you. Reach that left arm as far forward as you can. Sweep it all the way round. Push down through the right hand. Squeeze the glutes. Lift the hips. Push down through the pinky edge side of that left foot. Allow the head to carefully roll back to open through the throat. Left fingertips reaching towards that back wall. Nice stretch all the way down that front body. Keep breathing here. Keep squeezing the glutes, moving those hips forward. And then with control, allowing the bottom to come down. Nice. We're going to take the feet together. Sitting up tall here. Take the feet together. Bring the hands to the ankles, draw the feet in towards you. It's going to depend how open you are from the hips. If this is really accessible for you, perfect. If it isn't, then you can sit on a block. That should give you a little bit more space through the hips. It might be that if that still feels really tight and you don't like the feel of it, take one leg at a time. Maybe that feels a little bit less intense. Okay, so lots of options here. I want you just to sit up nice and tall. I really like the feeling of the hands on the ankles because then I can use the leverage to draw the chest through. it's going to have to work for you. So do what feels good for you. Using the elbows on the inner thighs might help a little bit. And maybe a slight bounce if that feels good for you. It doesn't have to. If you don't like it, then just stay put where you are. Or maybe a bounce from side to side might feel good as well. Lots of options here. We're going to take an inhale, grow tall. Bring the shoulders back and down. And again, nice open chest. And then see if we can take the hands to the feet and then start to fold forward. Now we're not working to our edge. We're just looking to move through this space at a point that is comfortable for us. So if you're gripping, holding your breath, gripping your teeth, whatever it might be, it's probably too much. So then just come up a little bit more, okay? If this feels a lot, use blocks or cushions under the knees. There are so many options here to get you to a point where you can start to feel that opening through the hips. See if you can bring the chest forward. So rather than rounding through the spine, you're actively lengthening the spine by kind of bringing the sternum forward. And on your exhale, see if you can fold just a little bit more. Wherever you are, coming to sit back up to nice and tall. Use the hands to lift the knees. Bring the knees together. We're going to just take hold of the shins and round through the spine. So really allow those forearms to grip the shins so you can find that stretch through the spine. Allowing that, you can feel the skin stretching over the spine. I think it's quite a nice feeling. The shoulders are stretching, bring the chin to the chest. Take that round through the spine. And then when you're ready, we're going to rock and roll the spine here. Just taking a moment, enjoying that feeling of play, of freedom. Just don't get to do it that often as adults, do we? And then when you're ready, you can cross those ankles. Find yourself in a table. Okay, so the hands are underneath the shoulders and we've got the knees underneath the hips. And we're just going to start to move through some cat-cows. Now you can take the traditional cat-cow or you can take a slightly more freeing version. Entirely up to you. This is just some time to move through the spine, reset from your daily activity, whatever you've been up to. It's taking a moment just to find that freedom of movement. If you've been going in one direction, see if you can take it back in the other. And then really just play around, maybe taking some circular motion, maybe not. Just working out what your body is actually asking for. Maybe a little bit of stillness, who knows? Just making sure you're even, whatever you do in one direction, see if you can even it out in the other. And then at a time that is right for you, come back to a stationary position on all fours. Okay, from here, we're going to take the feet together. We're going to take the knees as wide as the mat and allow the feet to trail the knees so the legs are at right angles. This might feel a lot. If it is, then do one leg at a time. If you've got space for it, come down onto the forearms. We want to draw the core under so that we are not dipping in the lower back. So push down through the forearms. This is great practice for dolphin. Push down through the forearms. Find that strength through the shoulders. Core is tightly engaged so that we're not taking any pressure into the lower back. And then maybe if it feels good, just a little bit of a rock backwards and forwards. And then pausing for stillness. Seeing if your body is used to it, and maybe you can just go a little bit wider. We find the longer we're in a pose, the more our body just becomes used to it, accepts it. You start to lose that tension, focusing on the breath. Imagine channeling the breath towards the hips. When you're ready, you're going to bring the heels together or the feet together. Push down through the forearms, engage the core, and bring the knees together. Find a narrow-legged child's pose. Bring the forehead down. Allow the arms or the shoulders to rest over the top of the knees and the palms up towards the ceiling. And then to reset, perhaps a little wiggle from side to side. Feeling the breath push against the thighs, and then as the exhale disappears, start to melt a little bit closer down into the mat. Okay, take the hands down and then start to just stack each vertebrae as you come all the way up. No rush. Let's take the hands down, find your table. We're going to extend through that right leg, push the heel away. We're going to draw the core under. Nice stretch all the way down the back of that right leg. See if we can keep that left knee underneath the hip. We're going to keep both hips level, and we're going to draw the belly under so that the core is supporting us, because we're going to lift through that right leg. From here, we're going to take, which way round? I'm going to go this way round. No, that's not good. Well, you're going to get the worst view of it, but you'll get what I'm talking about. We're going to take the right leg wide. This is why our core needs to be switched on. And then we're going to take it all the way behind us. Okay, just moving through the hips. If this feels a lot and you don't want to keep that right leg lifted, you can always keep the toes to the mat and just sweep from side to side, okay? So some options here for you. I'm going to spin round so you don't have that view. Not the best view. Okay, and then when we're ready, coming back to center, draw that right knee in. We'll go on the other side. That left leg is going to extend, push through the heel, keeping that right knee underneath the hip. Core is engaged and the hips are nice level. Pushing back with that left heel, nice strong arms, separate those shoulder blades, gazing down between the hands, nice long neck. Okay, and then again, option two, to keep the toes connected to the mat, or we're going to lift through that left leg, a little bit more of a core workout as we do that. And then open the leg to the side and then draw it all the way behind you. Some interesting clunks and clicks through the hips. Okay, take your last one. And then take that left knee down. Okay, from here, we're going to come into our down dog. Hands down, tuck the toes, engage the core. We're going to hold it here for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chest to thighs. Sit back onto the heels. Find that nice deep stretch through the Achilles, the calves, the underneath of the feet. Nice strong grip onto the mat. And then float the bottom high. Pedal out the heels one at a time. As you do, lift one foot up. Take some ankle circles. And then place it back down again. And then when you repeat, take those ankle circles in the other direction. Okay, pause in your down dog. Think about your position. Those elbow creases are looking at one another. We're wrapping the triceps round. We look like an upside down V. Anchoring those heels towards the mat, but we want to keep a long spine. So if your spine is rounding, take a bend into the knees. Okay, we're going to work through some hip mobility. So we're going to take that left knee and we're going to start to circle. So imagine you've got a pen on that kneecap. You want to draw circles with that knee. And then take it in the other direction. Maybe one way feels a little bit more natural than the other. And then pause. From here, let's repeat on the other side. That right leg is going to lift. We're going to bend at the knee, and then with our kneecap, which is a pen, really going to try and ask you to work with me here. You're going to draw circles with that knee and then take it in the other direction. This side definitely feels more peculiar than the other. Okay, right foot's going to come down. Take the knees down, take the feet down, find a narrow-legged child's pose, bring the forehead to the mat, take the hands behind you, and allow the heart rate to lower. Take a rest. Allow the breath to push against thighs. Little rock from side to side. Okay, starting to unwind. Coming back into our table, we're going to head straight back into our down dog. Come all the way up, pedal the heels. All right, from here, we're going to take the right foot to the outside of that right hand. Keep the hands down and just move through the hips as you start to roll over the ball of the feet. From here, the left hand is going to stay down. We're going to open the ribs to the right side as we lift that right hand. Push through the back heel. No lazy legs. We want a nice, strong back leg. Maybe that right hand comes all the way around to touch the top of that left thigh. Maybe it doesn't. If you want to drop the back knee, you absolutely can. We're going to take the right hand down. We're going to heel toe the foot in. So the right hand is to the right of the right foot. The foot's between the hands. That's a terrible way of explaining it, sorry. And then from here, we're going to play around. Take your block to the top of your mat. We're going to come up to our high lunge. Nice, strong back leg. Anchor the heel towards the mat. Nice deep bend into that front knee. We're going to come forward into our warrior three, and then we're going to open the hips to the left to find a half moon. That's what we'll want the block for, okay? Take as much or as little as you want. So first things first, we're going to start to take the weight into that right leg, hands to hips, fold from the hips, bring the left leg up, keep the hips level. We're in our warrior three. Holding it there, that micro bend through the right knee is going to be working so hard because the ankle is going to have to really work into that stability. Take the right hand to the block. We're going to turn the hips out to the left. If you're happy to take the gaze to the side wall too, do. If you want to lift the left arm to the ceiling, then do. I don't know if I can do this, but I'll talk you through it. If you want to bring the left foot in towards the hand, then do. Squeeze the glutes, push through the hips to find the quad stretch whilst rolling that left shoulder back. All the while, Keep breathing. Extend the leg away if you're there. From here, come back into your warrior three. Might be the biggest challenge, hands to hips. Can we hold it for a breath? Large step back. Oh gosh, apparently that's where I fall down. Into our high lunge. Incredible. Some great shapes going on there, ladies. Well done. All right. From here, we're going to take the hands down. We're going to take that right foot back to join the left. Pedal out the heels. Finding your down dog. We're going to take the right leg high. Let's take that right knee towards the high right elbow, across to the left, over to the right and away. Let's go again. Right knee, right elbow, left, right and away. Last one here, right knee, right elbow, left, right and away. Right leg comes down. All right, let's go on the other side. Left leg's going to lift. Going to take that left knee, left elbow, right elbow, left elbow and away. Two more. Right knee, right elbow, left, right and away. Last one here, right knee, right elbow, left, right and away. Take a breath. The left foot is going to come through the hands. Just keep the hands connected. Rock over the balls of the feet. Find that movement through the hips. And then when you're happy, keep that right hand down. Open the left hand to the ceiling, ribs come round. Nice strong back leg, push through the heel. Gaze can come wherever is comfortable. Maybe left hand wraps all the way round to touch the top of that right thigh. And then bring the hand down. The foot is within the hands now. Move your block to the left side of your mat. That's where you'll want it. We're going to come up into a high lunge. Keep that bend in the front knee. Push back with the back heel like you're trying to tread on a buzzer. All right, you know where we're going. We're going to go into our warrior three. We're just going to hang out there for a moment. Then we're going to go to half moon, okay? Here we go. So start to take the weight into that left leg. Take a fold from the hips, micro bend into that left knee. Get your balance, squeeze the glute to keep that right leg lifted. Gaze towards the top of your mat, keep a nice and long neck. Left hand's going to come down. Here we go. Take the hips open to the right side. Maybe taking the gaze there as well. Lifting the right arm to the ceiling if you want to. If you want to bring the right foot in towards the bottom and connect with the hand, do. Push the foot into the hand. Get a nice strong quad stretch. Nice strong hip flexor stretch through the right side. Keep breathing. Roll the right shoulder back, find openness there. And then come back to wherever you are comfortable. And then find your warrior three. I find taking a deeper bend into that left knee is going to give me just a little bit more of what I need for some stability. Take a large step back with that right foot. Just wonderful, well done. Take the hands down. Find that left leg back to join the right and pedal the heels. Okay, we're going to take a wander with the feet to the center of the mat. Bring the hands to the feet. Find a forward fold. Just allowing the length down the back of the legs. Visualizing the crown of the head just coming down towards the big toes. Those exhales are really going to help you. Take a nice micro bend through those knees, chest onto thighs. Deep stretch through the hamstrings. I like a bend through the knees. I was thinking really switch on the hamstring stretch. And then slowly and carefully, you just stack each vertebrae coming all the way up. Ooh, lovely. Readjust the leggings. It's pretty standard, isn't it? Okay, we're going to just play around with tree pose. I always think it's a really nice thing to do. So we're going to anchor down through our right leg. Our right leg is going to be the starting leg or standing leg, and it's going to be our trunk, okay? So lift up those 5 toes, spread them nice and wide, and then anchor them down. They are your roots. Going to stand up nice and tall. From here, find what is comfortable for you. So it might be bringing the heel just to the inside of the ankle. It might be to the calf. It might be up to the thigh. Avoid the knee. We want to keep our hips nice and open through the front. So really adjust your foot to wherever it means that you can keep those hips nice and open. Think about lifting through the crown of the head, the longest spine you can find, okay? We're going to take the arms out as cactus arms, and I want you to think about the knee driving backwards so that we can open as much through the hips as possible. I'm going to take a moment here just to breathe. Elbows towards the back of the wall, find the openness through the chest and the squeezing of the shoulder blades. We're going to drop the right elbow and lift through the left side. The obliques are going to have to work really hard to keep us standing. Come back to center. Left elbow down, right elbow lifts. And then back to center. Now your challenge here, should you choose to accept it, is just to simply close the eyes. Maybe doing one, then the other, and then both. Feeling through the ankle how much harder that is for you. We rely so much on what we can see to keep us balanced. And if we come out, we just go back in again. That is fine. Come back into your tree. Keep your eyes open. Keep yourself grounded. Take one more breath here as you do. Reach the arms nice and high. They are your branches. As you exhale, bend through the elbows. Really draw those elbows down. Nice, strong branches. Okay, use the hand to release the foot. Come down. Great. Okay, same again on the other side. That left foot is your trunk. So it's your standing leg. Lift up those 5 toes, spread them wide, anchor them down as your roots. From here, try and repeat this what you did on the first side. So if you were just here, then great. If you were here, then great. If you were higher up, then great. Okay, so just finding whatever you started with, getting yourself back there. Visualize that cord from the crown of the head lifting up, that right knee opening out, the hips nice and level. Take a moment, take a breath, find that thing that will not move. Take the arms to your cactus arms, draw the elbows to right angles, shoulders together, elbows towards the back corners of the room. The core is tight. You are strong. Okay, let's take that left elbow down. The right elbow is going to lift. And then back to center. Right elbow down, left elbow lifts. And then back to center. From here, see if you can just close off the eyes. Really look at something hard before you tree is not overly stable with my eyes closed. Okay, when you're ready, open the eyes. As you take the inhale, reach the arms high. As you exhale, actively pull those elbows down. Find the strongest arms you have. And then remove the foot nice and safely. Perfect. All right. Let's take the arms high, reach towards the ceiling. We're going to forward fold, take a soft bend into the knees. Hands to shins, take a half lift. Allow those shoulders to come right back. Imagine yourself as a table. Take a forward fold. I want you to heel toe the feet out to the widest points on your mat. And then we're going to sink the bottom down in your squat. Options here. So you might just want to roll from foot to foot and find that openness through the hips that suit you. You might want a more static pose. So if that's the case, notice whether your heels are lifting. If they're lifting, pop blocks underneath them to keep yourself nice and secure. Really pay attention to that long spine. So if you're finding that you're really crunched over, then pop a block underneath the bottom, sit yourself nice and high, and then use the elbows to open through the hips so that you have that really lovely openness through the body. So don't fight against what your body is showing you today, but work with it. Props are always your friend. Always. And then when you're ready, that right hand can come down. You're going to lift the left arm to the ceiling. And then switch out, left hand comes down, right arm is going to lift. Take the hands down. We're going to rock onto the bottom. Lovely. Extend the legs away from you and then just bounce through the knees. Just where we started at the beginning of class today. Lovely. Okay, we're going to find our way to the final shavasana, so wherever feels good for you. So just rolling down the spine, just taking your time. And then if you need to pop on a jumper or grab yourself a blanket or cushion, whatever you might need, just take your time now to go and find those things that will allow you to relax a little bit more. So you have options for your final shavasana. Perhaps you just want to lay in cork pose and that's perfect. You might want to take a butterfly where you just extend those feet away from you, soles of the feet touch, and then the knees can open out. So again, a really nice hip open up. Use some blocks or something or cushions underneath the knees though, so that you don't fatigue. Wherever you're at, if you want to close off the hips now, you've had lots of hip openers, maybe you want to take the feet nice and wide and the knees can just drop in towards one another, just closing off the hips and allowing the hips to have a little bit of a rest. Wherever you are at, we're just going to take a moment here. We're going to come back to our even breathing at the beginning of class today. But we're going to see if we can take it to 7 rather than stopping at 6. Okay, so take the hands to the chest and the belly if you would like to, or just keep them down by the side of you. So if my pattern doesn't match yours, then do your own. So let's take an inhale for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With your breath nice and smooth and even, allow yourself to return back to your intention from the beginning of class today. Whether it was peace, quiet, and clarity, or whether it was something else, return to it. Breathe it in. Exhale away. And then beginning to become more aware of your wider surroundings. A wiggle of the toes, wiggle of the fingertips, maybe a bounce of the legs, whatever it might be. Just allowing yourself to return to the present moment. Accepting what amazing job you've done, giving yourself some time today. And then when you're ready, and only when you're ready, make your way back up to a seated position, and I will be there